About that ice. Ice is really going to be the worst as we jump into your Sunday because it's Saturday evening that it's primarily the snow. This is going to be a slow build throughout the day on Sunday, especially in Massachusetts for Worcester and Middlesex counties. So in terms of ice concerns, we are going to have a couple slick spots, as in a little bit more scattered for eastern Massachusetts like Lawrence as we get into Bedford, Norwood, Providence. And then we are expecting slick roads and coated trees as you go farther inland, farther to the north and farther off to the west. So it's where you have the coated trees that we cannot rule out some scattered power outages as we get into Sunday. Farther east, just isolated power outages because the ice accretion amounts are not going to be as high. But as you go farther off to the west, you're talking scattered power outages. So keep everything charged on Sunday. In terms of road conditions, Saturday evening, Saturday night, primarily the snow. So it's not going to be great, but it's the ice that's going to be so much worse. So the road conditions go down rapidly Saturday night. As we get into Sunday morning is when we're expecting the worst of it from the ice. All about the cold wind but bright skies. Messy weekend ahead. Snow, sleet, and freezing rain. Details on that coming up. Pretty cold, but pretty bright and chilly for today, and the feels like temperatures are low. I mean, again, sustained winds 15 to 25 miles an hour, gusts 35 to 40, highs only in the upper 20s, low 30s. That's going to be feeling like the teens. But since it's quieter today, of course, I do want to focus on what we're expecting this upcoming weekend, which is going to be our next winter storm. We do have a winter storm watch. Most of us are included in it. The only reason you're not seeing far eastern Mass, southeastern Mass, Caping the Islands included in it is because the impacts are not going to be as intense there. Doesn't mean you're not going to get the wintry weather. That confuses a lot of people. You will get wintry weather. It's just not going to be as many significant impacts as the farther interior. So let's time this out. Saturday morning, we're going to be dry. Snow is going to roll in between about 4 and 9 p.m. from the northwest to the southeast. It starts off Saturday evening as relatively spotty and relatively light. So Saturday is not going to be the greatest impact day. Yes, there's going to be snow on the ground Saturday night. Sunday, though, is when it really starts to get pretty dicey and pretty early. So 8 o'clock, you have spottier, hit or miss, but lighter snow. Overnight Saturday night, this is 2 a.m. Sunday morning, snow becomes more widespread and a whole lot heavier. And this pink you're seeing here, that's the sleet and freezing rain. So 2 a.m. you're already seeing the island switch over. The rest of the morning, the sleet freezing rain line advances north, and then the plain rain line advances north as well as warmer air aloft, as in higher up in the sky, starts to push into our area. So farther to the north, we're expecting more snow where the snow is going to last longer. Where you switch to sleet freezing rain, that will immediately start compacting the snow you get. And then farther southeast, you have the plain rain, but that'll continue to advance to the north. But look, it's going to be sleeting and freezing raining for a lot of the area for most of Sunday. So Sunday is going to be pretty messy. 3 to 6 inches of snow before it gets compacted down, 1 to 3 inches farther off to the south and east. But again, it's the ice I'm always much more concerned of when it comes to wintry weather rather than snow. So it is going to be an incredibly icy day on Sunday, especially away from the coastline. So just be aware of that and make sure you're driving slowly. After this, we do multiple chances for snow as we head into next week as well.